Okay, so now to this Monday rally at the Capitol ahead of a public hearing on a bill I described as being one of the most contentious of this session, which is Senate Bill 5974. This is the bill to set stricter eligibility standards for sheriffs and other police leadership. And the measure also clearly paves a way for the state to remove elected sheriffs from office. It would be the Criminal Justice Training Commission folks that would be responsible for potentially removing an elected sheriff from office. So there was 2 hours of debate on this on the Senate side before this thing passed on a strictly party line vote, not a single Republican in support of it. But Democrats argue this is necessary to hold sheriffs and chiefs accountable. And as I mentioned, opponents say, this should be the right of the people. Reminder that 38 of Washington's 39 counties right now have an elected sheriff. Only King County has an appointed sheriff, an appointment from the King County executive. So this one's going to be interesting. And as I mentioned to open this episode, it was comments from Pierce County Sheriff Keith Swanks that upset a lot of people. So encouraged a lot of people. He said some intentionally provocative things during the public hearing on this bill, suggesting, try to remove me from my office, and the people that put me in office will surround the city county building and, make sure that you can't pull me from office. So after he said that, the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs moved to expel him from their association, stating that, his behavior didn't align with their professional standards code. And so basically, Swank said they're irrelevant to him as far as he's concerned. And he says behind the scenes, other members of the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs are coming to him, maybe not publicly, but coming to him saying, we very much appreciate what you said and your, opposition to this bill. So this is what Sheriff Swank told me about that letter of reprimand, if you will, or expulsion that came from WASPIC. His response.
They're spineless. I went to a meeting when I became sheriff in January last year. I told them we have to fight this stuff. We need to stand firm. And a lot of these sheriffs who have been elected before said to me basically this: you don't know what you're talking about. I've been a sheriff for a long time. How dare you come in here and talk to me like that? And then I said this to them, and I'll say it again. I'm a sheriff of 1 million people. You're a sheriff of 50,000 people, right? You're a sheriff in a conservative area. It's easy for you to run. I ran a nonpartisan, and everybody was against me all the politicians were against me except for a few. And I won it. I won the biggest race of any conservative in Washington State for decades because it's bigger than a congressional seat, right? So, but these guys don't want to take my advice and listen to me. However, after this speech, now look what some of them are doing. Some of them are coming out and saying, never give up your right to vote for your sheriff. And hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the club, right? Come join me and push back and fight.
So the public hearing on 5974 this afternoon here at the Capitol. I'm headed back over to the hearing room, so I'll bring you an update on that tomorrow for sure. If it's as interesting at all or even close to it as the public hearing that took place early in session on the Senate side, it's sure to be a good time. So that is it for this episode of Washington in Focus Daily for February the 23rd. Again, tomorrow is income tax bill public hearing number 2. I expect it's going to be packed early in the day, 8 a.m. hearing, but we're going to be down here bright and early to cover it. So thanks for watching another episode of Washington in Focus. Check out the Center Square Washington page for more stories on this and for my colleagues writing across the state. Have a great Monday.